Hello, my friends. How are you? If you are new here, I highly recommend you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell down to not miss a single one of our new lesson. And give to us some support by hitting like button. There is no doubt. Our lessons will help you to improve your English fluency. And good luck learning English. Lesson 3. Direct and indirect speech. We can often say in two different ways what someone has said. We can give the exact words of the speaker, e.g. Pedro said, "I want to go to Cambridge." This is direct speech. On the other hand, instead of giving the exact words that Pedro said, we might report what Pedro said, like this. Pedro said that he wanted to go to Cambridge. This is indirect or reported speech. In Lesson 2 there are a number of examples of both forms. Here are one or two of them. Direct. Indirect. 1. The only life for me is a life of art. 1. Olaf said that the only life for him was a life of art. 2. It's an easy way to earn £2. 2. Hob said that it was an easy way to earn £2. 3. I know that, but I am wondering how I shall get the paint off afterwards. 3. The man said that he knew that, but he was wondering how he would get the paint off afterwards. Indirect. Direct. 1. He said that he wanted me to spend a year in Paris and a year in Germany so that I could get a really good knowledge of French and German. 1. Pedro's father said, "I want you to spend a year in Paris and a year in Germany so that you can get a really good knowledge of French and German." 2. He said that my picture would hang in the British Museum long after Rubens and Rembrandt were forgotten. 2. He said, "Your picture will hang in the British Museum long after Rubens and Rembrandt are forgotten." 3. He said that in 9 or 10 years' time he wanted to retire, and by that time I should be able to run the business. 3. He said, "In 9 or 10 years' time I want to retire, and by that time you will be able to run the business." You will notice that in reported speech the verbs that were in the present tense in direct speech become past tense in reported speech. The only life is a life of art. Becomes. The only life was a life of art. You can get a good knowledge of English. Becomes. I could get a good knowledge of English. Your picture will hang. Becomes. My picture would hang. I want to retire. Becomes. He wanted to retire. It is natural that we should use the past tense, because we are reporting something that was said in the past. The past tense of will is would, and the past tense of shall is should. At first sight it may seem rather a contradiction to speak of putting shall and will, which, as you know, are used to form the future tense, into a past tense. It is true that if Olaf says, "I know it will be pleasant in England," he is referring to a future time and so he uses the future tense with will. But, when he says to Pedro, "I knew it would be pleasant in England," he is taking his mind back into the past and is speaking about what was, at that time, a future idea. So this usage of should, and would, is called future in the past. I have said that the past tense, i.e. future in the past, of will is would and of shall, is should. Examples like the following seem to contradict this rule. Direct. Indirect. I am wondering how I shall get the paint off. He was wondering how he would get the paint off. You will be able to run the business. He said that I should be able to run the business. But the use of would, and should, is the same as the use of shall, and will. You remember the forms of shall and will. I shall. We shall. You will. They will. He, she, it, will. The usage with should, and would, is. I should. We should. You would. You would. He, she, it, would. They would. So, in the examples just given, I shall, first person, becomes he would, third person, you will, second person, becomes I should, first person. You will notice, too, that when you turn direct speech into reported speech, the pronouns and pronoun adjectives, e.g., my, his, your, are also changed, e.g. direct, indirect. Pedro said, I want to go to Cambridge. Pedro said that he wanted to go to Cambridge. Olaf said, I am going into my father's office. Olaf said that he was going into his father's office. The firm said, we have removed your picture of the gas works. The firm said that they had removed his picture of the gas works. And one more point, quotation marks are not used in writing down indirect speech. Direct speech. I shall beat him easily. Indirect speech. You said that you would beat me easily. He said that he would beat him easily. Exercises. Exercise 1. Give the exact words of the speaker in the following sentences, i.e. turn them from indirect speech into direct speech. Don't forget the quotation marks. 1. Olaf said that he was staying in England for another year. 2. Hob said that his friend was a painter. 3. My father said that I could go to England for a year or two. 4. Olaf said that his father did a lot of business with England. 5. Olaf said that he could run that part of the business. 6. Hob said that he knew a man who was a painter. 7. The painter said that he wanted to paint the old man. 8. The painter said that he would pay him £2. 9. The teacher said that Olaf would never paint well. 10. Hiram Boost said that he knew the English government wouldn't let him take the picture out of England. 11. Hob said his first impressions of England were connected with food. 12. Lucille said he didn't need to tell them that. 13. Pedro said that he wanted to go to Cambridge. 14. John said that he was up at Oxford. 15. Hob said that he would do the exercises later. 16. Mr. Priestley said that he would be surprised if they were done at all. 17. Mr. Wiggins said that he would never take Grandma out for a picnic again. 18. Jan said he had enjoyed his holiday in Switzerland. 19. Frida said that he must come again. 20. Mr. Wiggins said that he was going to paint the sitting room. 21. Timothy said that he wanted to help. 22. Hob said that that exercise had a lot of sentences. 23. Olaf said that there were only 30. 24. Hob said that he called 30 a lot. 25. Olaf said that he could do them in a quarter of an hour. 26. The schoolmaster said that I should be able to win the race easily. 27. I said that I would try my best. 28. Lucille said she was going to drive her friend's car. 29. Hob said that none of his friends had a car. 30. Olaf said he enjoyed traveling by train. Exercise 2. Turn the following sentences into indirect speech. 1. Hob said, my friend is a painter. 2. Olaf said, I am staying in England for another year. 3. My father said, you can go to England for a year or two. 4. Olaf said, when you get to know the work of a shipping office it is most interesting. 5. Olaf, my father does a lot of business with England. 6. Olaf, nothing will make me go into an office. 7. Hob, I know a man who is a painter. 8. The firm said, we have removed the picture of London Gas Works. 9. Olaf, I don't think office work will be interesting. 10. The painter said, I will pay you £2. 11. Hob said, I want more breakfast. 12. The waiter said to Hob, I will fetch some for you. 13. Hob said, I have never eaten a bigger meal in my life. 14. Mrs. Priestley said, I must go to the butcher's. 15. She said to Lillian, you can come with me. 16. Lillian said, I will go and fetch your basket. 17. Mr. Priestley said, Sally needs some more fish. 18. Olaf, there is no life like a painter's. 19. Hob, I am good at painting. 20. Olaf said to him, I never knew that you could paint. 21. Hob, I paint only doors and walls and windows. 22. Lucille, I want to go to Germany, so that I can get a really good knowledge of German. 23. Frida, my sister and I spent 6 months in Frankfurt, and we enjoyed it very much. 24. She added, I will go back there someday, if I ever have enough money. 25. Olaf, a knowledge of German is very useful in my father's business. 26. Mr. Priestley to his students, I am going to give you an exercise on indirect speech. It will not be easy, but if you are thoughtful you can do it, as I have given you all the information that you need. You can look in your book if you wish, but I don't want you to ask anyone to help you. Exercise 3. Choose the correct verb from the words in brackets. 1. I said that I didn't understood this sentence. 2. The porter knew that the train will, had, be late. 3. The waiter said that there was, is, had, are, no more bacon. 4. He said that I should, can, could, be able to get some later. 5. Mr. Priestley told me that I was, speaking, spoken, very well. 6. He added that it was hard to tell I was, has, am, not an Englishman. 7. I said that he had, taught, learned, me very well. 8. Pedro said that a man who, dresses, well, always got on well in business. 9. Mr. Priestley said that it always rained when he, forgotten, his umbrella. 10. Hob said he, had known, a funny story about that. Dear friends, thank you for watching our channel and learning English with us. Subscribe. And we wish you great luck in achieving your goals.